Hounds are back at Loud and Live Festival 2023, and joining us right now from Strange Kids, we have Josh and Jake. Let's go.
We made it.
Hell yeah, you did.
To be completely honest, I'm terrified.
Are you?
I'm still coming down from the high of the stage, and I'm still in my brain. I think I fucked it all up.
No.
Yeah.
Are you your own worst critic when it comes to that?
Terrible.
Well, I'm a little bit terrified because this is an interviewer interviewing an interviewer. So I've got a standard to uphold right now.
I'm gonna try not to talk too much because I tend to ramble. So I mean, Jake, how did you feel about this set? Wait, I'm not asking questions. Hold on, I gotta get in the zone. I'm gonna go like this.
What's that? Should I just?
No, I don't want it.
It's like one of those things where it hasn't hit you yet, and it probably won't hit me until like I'm tucked in bed tonight, and I'm like, holy shit, I just did this, you know?
Well, let's talk about what this is, because I was told just then that was the first ever gig for you guys, wasn't it?
Ever.
Yeah.
So it's funny because DWP, I was like, hey, I would love to play shows again. I haven't played in years, and they're like, okay. And I meant, what do you mean okay? And I was like, I don't even have enough. We don't have enough music yet to do it. And they're like, well, tough shit. So figure it out. We wrote a bunch of new material. Every song we played today was going to be on our new EP. There's only one song that's out. I was like, why isn't everybody singing the songs? And I forgot.
I haven't released them
yet.
No
one knows them. So it's nice. But it was amazing. DWP was like, yeah, we'll put you on the festival. And I thought they were going to like put me in the parking lot somewhere because I don't deserve anything. And they're like, just so you know, you're playing second and it's main stage. And I went, I'm going to go jump off the top of that stage. I was all right.
Well, what's it like preparing yourself to get back on stage after so much time off, like mentally, like vocally, especially considering like your newfound role in this band?
This is my first time I've like fronted a band.
Yep.
I mean, I've sang a bunch of stuff Emotionless when I was with them, but I don't know how singers remember all the lyrics. I was like, I know the lyrics. And I got up there and I taped them all on the ground because I was like, just in case, we're gonna be good. And I forgot them all. If you watch me do this, and the reason I have a hood is so you can't tell that I'm reading lyrics off a sheet.
You must have really good eyesight.
I made it real big, and I wore my glasses. So I mean, to prep, it was we rehearsed as much as we can because we're from all over the place. Jake is from LA. Kyle, Ian, Church, and Grace are from Massachusetts, so we were all like, whenever we could, we'd get together. And I mean, I'm also super busy. We're all busy.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, we need to practice.
How do you practice when everyone's dotted all around America?
We go like this. Please, let's hang out.
I was practicing in hotel rooms for the past month.
Jeez, just on Zoom calls, trying to get it through.
So basically, we just practiced in our own worlds, and then we all came together. We did 2 rehearsals. 2 days ago and the day before, and we went like this.
Well, we were watching from this platform up here, and the reason why I was so surprised is that did not sound like your first gig.
Hey, really?
Like, you were too tight for that to have been your first show.
Love that.
So the only way is up for this project if that's the benchmark you've set yourself.
I like that. It's nice because everybody's very good musicians, so it made it a lot easier.
Let's talk about the sound, because it seems like you pulled so many different influences from all sorts of different music, but you've actually lent really heavily into sample culture as well, like with like some of the trappy beats and some of like the sort of soundscapey sounds that you've got going on. Was that something that you wanted to have, like almost like a theatrical element?
I mean, Jake is very into like electronic.
So I'm really into the electronic scene, and when me and Josh Ball started getting together like 4 or 5 years ago doing Strange Kids, a lot of it was sample oriented, a lot of electronic stuff, and the stuff that we have on our streaming, like on Spotify and stuff, a lot of our original material is very heavily electronic.
Sick.
So I was very excited for our first show to actually do more rock oriented songs, and hopefully in the future we can find a really cool like mix between both worlds and do something really cool and different.
Well, that relationship between EDM and rock is just getting bigger and bigger. I mean, you mentioned Motionless in White. They were on Elelium's latest record with Never After, huge song. And I mean, having that expertise like at your fingertips, where you can start pulling these sounds from the dance world and making them heavy for a stage like this. Like, is that the plan? Having a little bit of a rave?
Yeah, I'm trying to dance on stage. That's what I'm fucking doing.
So I come to these festivals all the time. It's my world is been with DWP. So seeing what works really well and what we like is, we are a boiling pot of music. And that's how we want to be. I don't want to be subject to a certain genre we love Radiohead, we love Bring Me the Horizon, I love fucking Aerosmith. Like, we wanted to make sure we have all elements of everything we loved and just throw spaghetti at a wall. Like, we don't give a fuck. I don't have to impress anybody. We don't have a label, we don't have a booking agent. We're just like, fuck it, let's just have fun and do us.
Yeah,
it's nice.
And you got a fan base out there because a milli streams on one of your songs.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and like that's the song where I was listening to it and I was like, these samples and these sounds that you're creating, it feels like something out of a movie soundtrack.
Yeah. We're very into movie soundtracks.
We love original scores.
That's pretty fair. So I mean, going forward, I think a lot of our music will. I mean, obviously, we wrote this next EP to be like festival ready, but we're gonna do that nice mesh of like electronic meets rock in a very, very big way, and almost we want to put on a movie at festivals. So I think it'd be cool.
Yep. Sign me up for that.
Yeah.
Well, talking about your experience at festivals, I've noticed one of your brands is kicking around this weekend. Like, you're a very busy man.
I like to be busy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Like, do you sleep ever, or is it just...
I think I haven't slept in like 12 years, I think it's been. We're all, Jake works really closely with Blackcraft. I have Parlor, so it's like, it just makes sense to pull double duty. I'm here.
Yeah.
We're here. Like, might as well just fucking make it work and do fun shit. So it's been amazing. I actually manage 2 bands that are playing too.
Yep.
So it's like I'm manager hat on, singer hat on, and then also businessman hat on this weekend.
Billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to buy a helicopter. That's the goal. If I can get myself a helicopter in the next 5 years.
2024, you'll be landing just on the runway over there, just dropping, and it's like, oh, Josh is here.
He made it, yeah.
Well, let's talk about your managerial work, because you surprised one of your bands with a billboard in Times Square.
Yeah, it was fun. I have friends, so I used my friends to do their friend. Like,
nice.
I was like, hey, can I get a really big favor? I think this would be really cool. And so I have a friend that has a billboard in New York City on Times Square. And they're like, yeah, we'll put it up for you. And I went, sick.
Nice.
So I surprised them.
Mates discount.
Hey, big discount. Hey, a decent discount. I don't pay full price for shit.
Yeah, you don't.
So no, it's great. I love being able to, when I first started getting managed, I know what I wanted and who and like what the things that had to be done. And I know just making you feel important and feeling good as a band is important. So
100%.
It was just putting that right out in the open and being like, hey, I care, let's do this together.
That's amazing. Yeah. And like your work with Blackcraft as well, like a brand that has gone like international over the last couple of years, like really exploded within the alternative scene. Like, how awesome has it been to watch your brand be walking around on so many people's bodies at festivals?
Well, I'm absolutely grateful. I've been with Blackcraft for 9 years now, and I was given to the job by my childhood best friend, Bobby Shabinsky, and also co-owner, Jim Summers. And ever since then, I've been helping grow the company with them, and I became their full-time events manager.
Nice.
So in the past 9 years, I've been learning a lot about the festival industry because I knew nothing about it before all of this. And I think what's great about this is that I get to know the back end of it, but also get to know all the other operations of what it's like to run a band, be in a band, make music with a band. There's just so many wonderful assets you gain from that.
Yeah, 100%. And like, this is the perfect place to be getting your brand name out there, especially with that cheeky little smoke shop next door. I can imagine that's been a very popular inclusion this weekend.
They've been crushing. Everyone, it's just such a wonderful place to be is at DWE festivals.
Yeah, and we were chatting to a band earlier who had their first ever show here today as well, but they had no songs out at all. A band called Deadwater, no songs whatsoever.
We put them on the festival.
Did you?
I own a recording studio too. We recorded their first single. We built that band on our Twitch thing.
Yeah, they were telling that story earlier.
Yeah, we did that. It was crazy.
No way.
And I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
They're like babies too. I'm like...
It's such a genius idea, like being able to have that much influence to the up-and-coming musicians, like someone like yourself who knows what the cutting your teeth process is like.
Old.
Oh, no, veteran or seasoned.
Senior citizen, that's what I'll take.
But I mean, having this much involvement in a festival like Louder Than Life, like for someone who's looking to aspire to get to this level of music industry input, like what are some bits of advice that you'd offer out to people who are like looking at the amount that you've achieved so far?
The big one is patience, and don't be afraid to ask fucking questions. I hate when people go and like they think they're too cool to ask questions. I'm a type of person that asks every question imaginable, even if I feel stupid. Like if you say a word and if you're like, the word is rock, and I'll be like, what is rock?
Yeah.
You know?
Definition, please.
So to me, in the music industry, is don't be afraid to look like an idiot and be very patient, and it'll come together in time.
Hell yeah. What a sound bit of advice. Well, before we let you go, because I know your time must be extremely busy today, we've been doing a feature with every band that's come through, which is how many questions can you answer in 60 seconds?
Oh,
their first answer that comes to your head, nothing too intense.
Okay.
So I'll ask the question, then
Sure.
you answer, and then we'll keep it rolling. Ollie's got 60 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. What's the greatest song you've ever written?
Wind Me Up.
Wind me up.
Favorite band of all time?
Aerosmith.
Radiohead.
Big chorus or a gnarly breakdown?
Big chorus.
Gnarly breakdown.
A song you love playing live right now?
Black Hole.
That one.
Most fun band to tour with?
That's a good one.
Following in reverse.
Asking Alexandria.
Nice. Greatest album of all time?
Oh, come on.
Okay.
No, fuck you. He's gonna say Radiohead. So
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
say OK Computer.
Nice.
I'm gonna agree.
Nice. Song you inexplicably hate?
I'm gonna keep.
I
my
hate
mouth-
that Katy Perry song Fireworks.
You're
Love
not-
Katy Perry.
But you're not
Don't hate that
plastic
song.
bag
Hate that
floating
song.
in the wind.
No,
No.
not today.
Not today. Festival show or touring show?
Touring show.
Best show of your life?
Download.
Oh, let's go.
Best show I've ever played in my life.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Donington. What's a song you really want to cover?
Fuck. We got another 60 seconds. We did it.
Yeah. And you got all of them right as well.
I don't think as quick as I thought I did.
I was like,
Well, Jake and Josh, thank you ever so
was very
much for your
wonderful.
time.
Absolute pleasure.
Appreciate
And my friends, keep your eyes peeled for Strange Kids because they're going to be doing bits all around the world before you know it.